King Show with special guest Jumpin Joe Madigan.
WIXY Cleveland.
It is 3:02 at the Tower of Power, WIXY1260. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to a very special edition of the Ray King Show. At long last, I can reveal the identity of my guest DJ, Mr. Retro Radio himself from WJCU, Joe Jumpin Joe Madigan. Joe, welcome to WIXY1260 Online.
Thank you very much, Ray King. I appreciate it. It's great to be here with you today, friends, on WIXY1260. Now, this is a great studio. I love this studio, but I had no idea that you'd be putting me on television here on YouTube.
That's
I mean,
right.
you got a
We're
camera
on both.
here, and, they always told me that I had a perfect face for radio. So, with that said,
Here we go.
I
We have a
got-
webcam going today, too, guys.
I'm not
Jumpin'
suitable
Joe,
to be
looking at his
seen
best, folks.
on the radio here. I am just not suitable to be seen on the radio. So, hey, look at me. I'm the unknown comic, friends. And for the most part, I'm the unknown DJ. But hey, let's quit clowning around here. Ray, what's our business?
Music is our business.
Music is indeed our business. Here on WIXY1260, we are taking your request. Ray King, what's that phone number?
That phone number is 216-744-WIXY, a.k.a. 216-744-9499. Phone lines are open. Joe, what are we going to start today off with? What song?
Temptations. Papa was a Rolling Stone.
From 1972. You've got Ray King and Jumpin Joe Madigan till 7 o'clock tonight, at which time the WIXY1260 Chicken Man House Party starts from 7 to midnight with Magic Mike and Super Sam. Stay with us. We're on till midnight tonight on the rebirth of the Cleveland legend WIXY1260.
It was the 3rd of September.
Keep on trucking. WIXY1260.
All right! 309, I'm feeling fine in the rock and roll city of Cleveland, Ohio. Jumpin Joe Madigan with you into the air and everywhere. Online at WIXY1260Online.com. Friends, I feel good. Do you feel good? Jumpin Jack Flash is a gas. 1968 is the play date. Crank it up to 11. Woo! Jumpin' Jack Flash, Rolling Stones, WIXY1260 Super Oldie from 1968. As a matter of fact, it was number 1 right here in Cleveland, Ohio. Oh, I love that song, and I love WIXY1260, and I love the fact that I'm here with you today. And I love this reverb too, Ray King. Oh, it sounds good. It sounds good, Ray. I love it. All right, we're going to be with you until 7 o'clock tonight. You call me at 216-744-WIXY.
60 Super Radio.
Hi, it's the Flash Phelps Money Farm. Oh, who is the king of the radio? Oh, it's got to be our own Ray King here on WIXY1260.
Thank you, Flashers. 312 at WIXY1260. Ray King, Jumpin Joe Madigan, taking care of you on a Friday till 7 o'clock tonight.
Live it down. There's a lot of us been pushed on. In your head.
WIXY1260, bringing back the good times. The Four Tops right there from 1972 with Keeper of the Castle. It's 3:16 on the Ray King Show with my special guest, Jumpin Joe Madigan.
Stay with the go-go guys. Stay with the in-group. On 1260 WIXY Radio.
And I am Jumpin Joe Madigan, your go-go guy, your go-go guest DJ today here on WIXY1260, and I brought in my record collection, some great WIXY1260 Super Oldies. This one's from 1966, The Distant Cousins, baby, she ain't loving you no more.
She ain't loving you no more. She ain't loving you no more. She ain't loving you no more.
WIXY1260 Super Oldie from 1966, The Distant Cousins on the Date record label with She Ain't Loving You No More. It's 3:19 to the Rock and Roll City.
He's an in guy.
Ray King.
On WIXY1260.
That's me.
Super Radio.
There we go. Taking you back to the summer of 1972. Paul McCartney and Wings with Band on the Run. You've got Ray King with my very special guest, this Mr. Retro Radio himself, Jumpin Joe Madigan, who does a weekly radio show on WJCU, which we'll talk about later on in the show. Don't forget tonight at 7 o'clock, it's the WIXY Chicken Man Friday Night House Party with special guest Super Sam, as well as our own Magic Mike, Rob McSwagger, and whoever else strolls into the WIXY studio. That's from 7 to midnight tonight on WIXY.
Stuck inside these four walls.
WIXY1260, where real radio still lives. That's Paul McCartney and Wings, taking you back to 1972 with Band on the Run. How you doing? This is Ray King on a beautiful Friday afternoon here in Big C Town with my very special guest till 7 o'clock tonight, Jumpin Joe Madigan.
You win. You're in with WIXY 1260 Super Radio.
Feeling alive at 325 in the rock and roll city of Cleveland. I am Jumpin Joe Madigan, your special guest DJ today, and I brought in a couple of lost records for you. Records you may not remember or may not have in your collection. From the Rick Tick record label, this is JJ Barnes, and Just One More Time.
Tell me that you love.
Come on, friends, don't be afraid to tell your baby one more time that you love her, that you need her, that you want to squeeze her, that you want to please her. There's a lost record for you from 1964. That's JJ Barnes, and Just One More Time on WIXY 1260.
WIXY 1260 live.
WIXY 1260 Super Radio.
329, the rock and roll city of Cleveland, Ohio. You've got Ray King, Jumpin Joe Madigan, and this studio is jumping today, baby. We got some gold for you right now, taking you back to the summer of 1963. Martha and the Vandellas and Quicksand. Hey, our webcam's up and running today. Go to our website to see us making fools of ourselves. WIXY1260Online.com. Check us out.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to The Ray King Show with special guest Jumpin Joe Madigan.
WIXY Cleveland.
3:30 in the rock and roll city of Cleveland, Ohio. Friends, get to your radio knob and crank it up to 11.
Come on, come on. Come on, come on. Come on.
Friends, I've got a fever, and there's only one cure for that fever. Cowbell! I gotta have it. The Beatles, everybody's got something to hide except for me and my monkey on WIXY 1260.
It was August 3rd.
President Johnson announces plans to send up to 50,000 troops to Vietnam.
It was the summer of 1967.
And Ray King remembers.
Oh, do I. Number one song, way back in the summer of 1967, The Summer of Love. Here come the Monkees.
Local rock group down the street is trying hard to learn their song.
WIXY 1260, bringing it back alive. The Monkees right there from the summer of 1967 and Pleasant Valley Sunday. It's 3:37 on the Ray King Show with Jumpin Joe Madigan.
WIXY 1260 Super Oldie.
Jumpin' Joe Madigan? Who's that guy? Oh, that's me!
Guy with the mask.
That's right, I found out I was going to be on television today. I was not thrilled about that because I have a face for radio. Scott Morgan and the Rationals and RESPECT now.
What you want, honey, you got it. And what you respect, baby.
That's all he needs, that's all he wants. Scott Morgan and the Rationals from 1966 in their rendition of RESPECT, originally done by none other than the great late Otis Redding. 3:39 and feeling fine in the rock and roll city of Cleveland, Ohio. I'm Jumpin Joe Madigan.
He's an in guy.
Ray King.
On WIXY 1260 Super Radio.
340. Cleveland, Ohio with Ray King, Jumpin Joe Madigan. Rita Coolidge now.
All I wanted was a sweet distraction.
WIXY 1260, the heart and soul of rock and roll. Rita Coolidge right there from 1982 with All Time High.
Ladies, that's WIXY 1260 Online.
With the largest playlist on the Planet.
1260 Super Radio.
Jumpin Joe Madigan with you, and got a special song going out to the lovely Mrs. Madigan. Hermits, can't you hear my heartbeat?
Every time I see you looking my way, baby, can't you hear my heartbeat?
Boom, 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 boom. Hermits from 1965 with Can't You Hear My Heartbeat. It's 3:45 in the rock and roll city of Cleveland, Ohio. Jumpin Joe Madigan with you here on WIXY1260 along with Ray King. Stand by. WIXY Triple Play is coming up, and it's the top 3 songs from WIXY1260 from February 21st, 1967. So don't miss it.
On WIXY1260, 1957 was a very good year.
A very good year for the Music Explosion. They had 2 hits that year. This is their second, Sunshine Game.
I've been playing Sunshine Game.
WIXY Super Gold from 1967, the Music Explosion with Sunshine Game.
WIXY Radio.
Got a request going out to the Chucker. WIXY1260 Super Only from 1969. The Flirtations and Nothing But a Heartache. Sound and a half for you there from the Flirtations. WIXY1260 Super Oldie from 1969. Nothing but a heartache. It's 3:50 in the rock and roll city of Cleveland, Ohio. I'm Jumpin Joe Madigan, guest DJ today here on the Ray King Show, and it's now time for the WIXY Triple Play.
So far this hour, WIXY1260, Cleveland's more music station, has played 15 records. Here's even more music in this hour.
Here's a WIXY Triple Play. 3 together. Oh, okay.
Number 3 for ye this week on the WIXY 60 series from this day in 1967, the Casinos, and Then You Could Tell Me Goodbye.
You're in the middle of the WIXY Triple Play.
The top 3 from this day in 1967. Here's the number 2 song on WIXY, the Buckinghams, and Kind of a Drag.
Kind of a drag. When your baby don't love you.
The Buckinghams from Chicago, Illinois, 1967, and Kind of a Drag, but it wasn't a drag for the Buckinghams because it was the number 2 song on WIXY on this day in 1967.
WIXY Radio with the Triple Play.
Number 1 on WIXY 1260 on this day in 1967. Here are the Turtles from the White Whale record label and Happy Together.
Imagine me and you, I do.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to The Ray King Show with special guest Jumpin Joe Madigan.
WIXY Cleveland.
It is 4 o'clock at the Tower of Power, WIXY 1260. You've got Ray King and Jumpin Joe Madigan with you till 7 o'clock tonight. Going back to 1976, the Blue Oyster Cult. WIXY 1260, where real radio still lives. The Blue Oyster Cult right there from 1976. And don't fear the Reaper. It's 4:04 on the Ray King Show with special guest Jumpin Joe Madigan.
And I am Jumpin'. And I am Jumpin Joe Madigan. Thank you. Not familiar with that jingle. I'll get it here. We'll tighten things up. Archie Bell and the Drill style here. Tyrone Davis, If I Could Turn Back the Hands of Time. WIXY 1260 Super Oldie from 1970. Friends, you can turn back the hands of time. WIXY1260Online.com. That's how.
Oh, darling.
Want to thank the friends turning back the hands of time with us today, listening online at WIXY1260Online.com. WIXY1260 Super Oldie from 1970. You just heard it there from Mr. Tyrone Davis. If I Could Turn Back the Hands of Time.
WIXY Radio.
WIXY Instant Gold.
Taking you back to 1973, Doobie Brothers, Jesus, Is This All Right? Hey, don't forget we have a live webcam going. You can see Ray King and Jumpin Joe Madigan having a good time here on a Friday afternoon. Log on, WIXY1260Online.com.